Clipping an arrow tip, Blindspot launched it toward the two Havrel as they opened their mouths to scream. His own form of hearing the world came through small permeations throughout his horns. Gru were able to resist audible commands, but he knew the same could not be said of other races. At the midway point, the arrow became many, a literal shower of arrows that the Havrel could not avoid. Both screamed in agony as they vanished in wisps of smoke. Looking ahead, he saw the being that had, for almost a decade, caused he and his mentor strife. Saru scowled in his direction before she began chanting a spell. "Where is your blind teacher?" Saru asked as a ball of pure blue fire sprang to life in her extended hand. "Is the Ivory Legend afraid to come out and seek revenge herself? We have done this dance. I tire of student after student throwing down their lies when she could just come see me." The fireball was something Blindspot had seen before. As long as she could see him, she would be able to chart a path to him. He had a few tricks of his own to disperse the flames, but his own talents would be more than enough to thwart her line of sight. Their hair had taken him as the object of her ire, as he intended. Snarling, Saru launched the fireball toward Blindspot, causing him to dive into the shadow of a boulder nearby. The ball of blue flame struck the ground as Saru raised her hands into the air in obvious frustration. "Why do heroics do this? Listen to the greater reasoning of the others would be so much more prudent." Emerging from behind a tree, Blindspot made an obvious, albeit intentional, mistake and peeked to look at Saru. Another burst of blue fire from the Havenist. She did not stop, though. In moments, all the potential shadow haunts were engulfed, leaving very little room for the Wither to maneuver in front of the hair. "Did you get it?" came the whispered voice of Blindspot as he met up with Yurna behind an old outhouse. The two were a bit behind Saru, who was still staring, waiting for Blindspot to emerge once more. Patting the lantern and its whimpering passenger, Yurna attached the item to Twinkle's saddle. "She does not like whoever it is that taught you. Are you sure this needs to go north with me?" As she finished her statement, the earth began to shake again. "Go!" Blindspot readied an arrow before stepping out from behind the outhouse. Yurna quickly mounted her fire, and the two darted off into the woods as the strange Gru launched more quick arrows that filled the area with living shadows. The elf wondered if she would ever understand what had just happened. And with that, I will see you all in the near future, and thank you for listening.